Right, hello. So behind me you can see two very different vehicles. One has half the wheels of the other, but it also lacks something quite key, an engine. For years the world has been using lots of different technology to improve the combustion engine, but that is now starting to change to electric vehicles. But what if there was a better option? Now, most people would probably relate a car, albeit with a 1.4 litre engine and 200 horsepower, is probably going to be faster than a bicycle. But that's what we're here to find out today. Is a bicycle really that much slower? And should you change your commuting choice? But before all of that, we need to get into the specs. What are we actually racing against? Let's see. First, the car. Right, so this is the car. This is an Audi A3, and while it only packs a 1.4 litre petrol engine, it makes up for that with a 19 kilowatt hour battery to go with it, together making 204 horsepower. It's quite a powerful beast compared to the bike. Not to mention this car is quite low down, and so it's getting an extra aerodynamic factor, which also contributes to the speed of a 7.4 second 0 to 60, which for a car in this class is unheard of. We'll see how it fares. Right, and this is the bike. This is a carbon fibre race bike built exclusively for racing. However, it is also used for speed on the road. Now it's got a carbon fibre frame with carbon fibre forks and seat posts, along with aerodynamic bars and down tube. Now the wheels on this are also carbon fibre and aerodynamic, meaning they're lightweight and fast. Now in terms of brakes, you can really use whatever you want. There's rim, disc, or a brakeless kind with a fixed gear bike. But for us, we've gone for rim brake. This is the fastest one as it's the most lightweight, and the disc is better for stopping. If you need to stop an emergency, this isn't quite as good. And the benefits don't just stop there. Cycling not only helps the planet, but it also greatly helps you. With cycling, you can greatly increase your VO2 max, which is what your general fitness is, and increase your likelihood of survival from all health problems by 50%. Now, I don't know about you, but 15 to 30 minutes a day, for that, seems worth it. Now, it should also be said, you do not need one of these to start commuting. You can do it from a mountain bike to a hybrid bike, absolutely anything. But with one of these, this is what is going to get you to work the fastest. And now we're back. Now it's time for what you've all been waiting for, the test. How much faster is a car really? Well, to test that out, we've selected a 4-mile route in town with varying speed limits and cycle lanes. It's giving a fair test to show the speed difference and the different paths you can take if you choose a bicycle. Go, alright.
Bye for one. And he's here.
Right, well, what a race that was. Now it is time for the results. What you've all been waiting for. So now, first, the bike. So the average speed was 21.6 miles an hour in a total time of 5 minutes and 5 seconds, and I was paused waiting for 5 seconds. Now my max speed hit was 28.7 miles per hour, and now my power was normalised at 252, burning 69 calories. My maximum power hit was 447 watts, and the majority of that time was at aerobic threshold or tempo, with a little bit in active recovery as well, so nice and easy power output. I averaged 93 rotations per minute with the cranks on the pedals, with a maximum of 114, so quite quick. And it was quite a warm day at 19 degrees average, with a minimum of 18 degrees while at speed. Now it is time for the car's results. So with an average speed of just 23 miles per hour, so hardly any faster than the bike, only by about 1.7 miles per hour, an average of 300 miles per gallon as it was a hybrid car, and the car took a total time of 4 minutes 52 seconds, so the bike was just seconds behind on an average commute distance in a town. So even though that car had 204 horsepower, me on a bicycle was just a second behind. And for all that savings of money, I think that is 100% worth it. Right, but to wrap things up, we've got one last thing, an interview with a cycle commuter to give some extra tips and advice for those looking to start. Here he is. Hello, Chris Bog. So firstly, how long have you been cycling?
Oh gosh, I've been cycling seriously since I was about 11, I would say, so about 40 years.
40 years, wow, very good.
Thank you.
And when did you start commuting by bike?
Well, so I suppose the first time actually commuting was when I was working in Rugby, so that was about 20 miles away, and I thought that was just about right. So probably when I was 28, 29. I suppose actually a little bit before that, when I lived in Yeovil, I would commute, but it was a short one. And I suppose that's the beginning of my commuting, I suppose, thinking about it. When I was in Yeovil, I was commuting about 5 miles. So not very far, of course, but 5 miles there, 5 miles back. I was even younger then, probably 25.
Wow, so you saved 5 miles each way?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
so
through heavy traffic.
Heavy traffic. So did you feel the benefits of cycling instead of
I did.
on a car?
Yeah. I'll be honest, everyone around me started to get a little bit larger as we got older, but I didn't. I stayed very slim and I could eat what I like. Everyone always said I was half man, half biscuit. And I never put on any weight. That did me a lot of good.
Did that mean you could start filtering more because you were smaller?
I suppose it did. I was thin so I could get between the cars. Yeah, you're right. It was always so much quicker to cycle in across Yeovil than it was to drive in. Always.
I bet it was. It seems to be everywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
What were some of the biggest problems you faced though while commuting with the rain and everything?
I suppose two big problems. One is rain and cold, but you get around them with using. There's lots of great gear now available, and it's just got better and better. So there's You just wear the right clothes. No wrong weather, just right clothes.
Yeah.
Biggest problem, even those days, were cars. Cars absolutely didn't like your filtering,
No.
didn't like going past you, would deliberately move out and block your way.
Really?
Even then.
Right.
And they just didn't, it was generally unpleasant. But you got somewhere a lot quicker. And I don't think that's really changed today. I think car drivers, although they're polluting the world much more than, well, infinitely more than I am as a cyclist, they still don't like me.
Cars have always not liked bikes, but they think a lot of people think it's illegal to filter. They don't know the rules on it.
Oh.
Yeah, they think filtering is illegal.
Oh, no. The only bit that you're not allowed to do is in, just before a, pelican crossing or a zebra crossing with the zigzag lines in the middle of the road. You are actually allowed to filter all the way up to just behind the first vehicle, but you're not allowed to filter to the front.
What would be your biggest tip for people looking into cycle commuting?
I would say don't worry about the weight or the price of the bike. I would say get a bike that is low maintenance, because you're cycling in all weathers, so it's not going to last years and years and years. I would say certainly don't spend thousands on a bike. You can get something second-hand for 100 or 200 quid, use it for the season, and then get another one. Still considerably cheaper even than the road tax on a car, and that gets you a replacement bike every year. Buy some good quality clothes. Quality clothes will last years and years, as long as you don't fall off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that would be my 2 bits of advice. Just do it. Just take the plunge.
But all in all, cycling anywhere, for any reason, on any bike, is a benefit. Anything that happens with cycling is a good thing. Whether you've just got a mountain bike, a baggy t-shirt, it doesn't matter. Go out there, start riding, and just try it out. Just for a week. It might shock you. Thank you.